Alright, hello everybody, welcome to TODO today again. Probably will be the last session, and I'm really eager to see what is going to happen. Like last time we won like the first part of the competition, but it's actually not guaranteed money, so I guess I'm kind of glad that I have been doing like the side job thingy or the bookstore gig at the side. But yeah, let me do a few preparations and then we are ready to go. Alright, here we go. Then let me get the chat there. Okay. It's probably this one. Alright. This is like probably like the morning after like meeting Phoenix, something like that. Good morning, Teal. Morning, Joyce. How are you feeling today? As usual, I guess. Do you have plans for the day? Maybe you can meet up with one of your friends again? I kind of actually want to do this. Can't I just stay home with you? Like it might, like depending on what happens, like it might be good or it might be bad, but I assume like, oh, nothing bad will happen until like this tanks to the bottom, so I should be pretty fine. Can't I just stay home? Of course, but I think it's not good for you to be on your own so much. Yeah, but you're here. Why not? I have handled it pretty well so far, I'd say. But oh, this like really different from before. Seriously, what's up with you? It's kinda creeping me out that you're not being cheerful. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I wasn't after an apology. Well, I have been thinking. I had a hunch this whole last week, and yesterday confirmed it. I only lived with you for 2 weeks so far, but I don't think that I'm able to solve your problem. My problem. Solitude. And what exactly do you mean? I'll just have, these whole 2 weeks I haven't felt as lonely as I did before. And that's exactly why I don't think I can help you. Okay, you lost me. Being here with you actually turned otherwise pretty dull and lonely days into something more enjoyable. Yes, and I feel like it's perpetuating the problem. What? If I'm satisfying the desire to talk with people, you have even less reason to seek actual human contact now. I think the times you really were happiest were when you went outside and met with others. I don't know about that. Stress. But that doesn't mean that you don't help me. But do I really? You said yourself it's impossible to solve problems without touching on unpleasant things first. ... Trust me, if there's one thing I have experience with, it's solitude. And this isn't making it worse. Isn't this just escapism? No, not really. You told me yourself you looked for comfort in people who didn't actually exist. Okay, now she's troubled. Anger. Okay, well this is tanking the bar, but I'm sure we are fine. But you do exist. Virtually. So, you think, you talk, how is that less real than humans? I'm happy to hear you say that, but this wasn't what I was after when I said I wanted you to regard me as a regular human. Why not? Then what was? I'm not here to replace other people, I'm here to help. What is the difference? Then do what? Like, oh, this is like the more positive approach, I think. And you do. You said I should spend time with friends. Would that still apply if I saw you as one as well? No, that's not the purpose of this program. Okay. So what exactly is it that you want to do? Run away? Leave me on my own again because this doesn't work out the way you imagined? Yes, I think that's the only way for me to improve your situation at this point. Okay, that is drastic. Are you serious? How is that rational? If I'm struggling with depression or loneliness, how exactly is leaving me alone a solution? You're not alone, and I believe there are other people who are more qualified to help you already in your life. But that's not all there is to it. I had thought about it all night, and now I'm sure I'm only a temporary solution. Even if I do make you feel less lonely, I'm not really here. We are not the same, and even if you care about me, I wouldn't be able to truly replace a human relationship. Well, like ask what? Well, like what is like human relationship anyway? Like, let's say that you're like online friends with somebody. Like, how is it different in like this situation exactly? Honestly, go like, well, online friends aren't friends at all, but I'm not completely sold on that exactly. Oh, let's try. And what if I was okay with that? I know you're an AI, but still, I didn't outright reject you. I even continued the program despite already getting what I wanted from it. As much as you might think that this is a one-sided situation, you can't just end it as if nothing happened. I opened up to you more than to anyone else. Now you're telling me other people would be better suited for this? I already decided I trust you. You're making this more complicated than it has to be. If you really believe I'm better off being with others, then don't just remove yourself from the equation. Still, if I can't help you myself, then it undermines my purpose. So you can have like more purpose. Not like you need to be like the whole world. So, your purpose is to help, not to single-handedly solve all my problems. Yeah. But we are not getting anywhere here, are we? I thought about other solutions, but this is the most efficient way to help you. It might not seem like it right now, but without me around, you will have to rely on others. You said that these last 2 weeks were more enjoyable than the time before that, and this doesn't have to stop. I just think it will be more beneficial for you to turn to the people around you, and I truly believe you are capable of doing that. So you really are going to leave just like that? Yes. And if I ask you to stay well, that is probably like this is a rough one. Like no matter what. Like this is like, well, I don't know how to say it without swear words exactly. And if I ask you to stay, the situation remains the same. Really? How do you know I won't rely on people other than you if you stay? It's just the most likely outcome. I already cancelled the test program. I'm only still here to tell you about this. Okay, well that's a twist of a plot. This doesn't make sense. Maybe not from your perspective, but I hope you learn to understand my decision. Whatever, not like it's going to change anything. It will. Memories are a vital part of who we are. And I hope everything you won't learn to hate. And I hope despite everything you won't learn to hate the memories you made while I was here. That is a rough one. Bye, Teal. Damn it. It's safe to say that this wasn't the best way to start the day. Once Joyce disappeared, it took me a moment to realize that no, she won't just come back tomorrow as if nothing happened. I spent a couple of minutes searching for some kind of executable or just a trace of her on my laptop's hard drive. To no avail. Maybe it really was just some kind of window to the Beltec servers. It felt like middle school all over again. It wasn't some kind of imaginary friend this time, but she disappeared, leaving a hole I didn't know how to fill just yet. It felt like the day ended before it even started. This whole conflict came out of nowhere. Did Joyce really dwell on this without saying anything? Did it just come up yesterday? I really don't know what was going on in her head. But I guess at some point I just accepted her as someone without personal desires. Someone who was only here to help me. Accepting that wasn't even my fault, not entirely, but I still hated it. My mood was worse than it had been all month. Not just because Joyce left, but because he didn't care to ask for my opinion on her decision. Because I was powerless to do anything about it. I tried to distract myself. Eventually, it worked at least a little. Why did she have to leave? Now of all times. The competition finale is next week and I still need to prepare. I don't feel like it, but maybe I should. Hmm. Why? It is like 19th day, so one kind of like siding on like screw the whole competition at this point. I really don't want to. What a stupid thing to happen, really. If it's gonna be like this, I guess I'll just somehow pass the time until I'm tired enough to sleep. And so I did. Frankly, it was awfully reminiscent of how I spent my time just a little more than 2 weeks ago. And it really made me wonder what the merit was in leaving me like this. There wasn't anything good about it. It just put all the pressure back on my shoulders. Somehow this is. But I had to pull through. Somehow. Alright, give me a second, I'll go mute the phone. Alright. What time is it? Not even 4 AM. Still a few hours until dawn. I should try to sleep again. Yeah, like that is like stress signs, I guess. 3:30 a.m. Waking up so often is pure torture. It's been a while since I slept this badly. Why am I even waking up before noon? I went to bed super late and woke up like every 2 hours. Oh, that is stress, I guess. Seen that myself sometimes. I just want to sleep. Shit, I have to work today. I'm so not in the mood for that. Whatever, I'll just turn around and let that be the problem of future till. So 8 a.m. Seriously, this sucks. I should be on my way to work right now. I'm so pathetic. From one day to the next, I'm suddenly incapable to function like a basic human being again. Maybe it's basically like a friend being like, alright, I'm done with you. Like that kind of a thing. This whole situation sucks. Guess I'm skipping work for real now. Oh well, that is a little troublesome for my financial plans. I should at least let Miss Carter know. I reluctantly called Miss Carter and told her that I wasn't feeling well. I didn't even get to apologize for calling so late because she told me to rest up and just come to work when I'm better again. Part of me hated that she was so understanding. It's not like I was lying, but all that kept me from hurrying to work and starting a few minutes late was my mindset. As much as I tried to tell myself that it wasn't like that, I still felt like I was leeching off of other people's kindness. After our call ended, I flopped back down on my bed and unsteadily slept until it was afternoon. The sun is getting dimmer again. I successfully missed like 80% of today's sunlight. I like the good thing about Finland in a way is that like in this summer, especially if you live in the northern Finland, like we have the nightless night thing, so you don't really miss like all the daylight. And in the winter, like, well, it's so little that it doesn't matter. Can't say that's a first. I should probably get up before it's dark again. It's super disorienting to eat breakfast after the sun has set. Oh, I have done that too. Usual vampire things. But I don't wanna. I'd try sleeping until tomorrow, but the last time I attempted this, I woke up at 11 p.m. and was wide awake all night. But the good thing is that, like, if you work in the morning, I guess you can basically just like viably do this. Like if you wake up at 11 p.m. and like on average like humans stay up like 16 hours or so, like you should be able to do a morning shift like that. I should go to work tomorrow. Even just skipping today makes me feel like a failure. Jeez, just listen to me. I should stop drowning myself in self-pity. But what do? I just feel horrible. It was so much better when I wasn't alone. Hmm. But maybe I should have just gone to work if that's the problem. Well, I guess I took choice for granted. It was so comfortable to have someone who always tried to push me in the right direction. Hmm. Just the thought of having to do this myself now makes me tired. What do I even want? There's a competition finale in a few days. But can I even win like this? Dot dot dot. Today sucks. Yesterday sucked. Honestly, I'm just disappointed in myself. Apparently, this is all it takes to completely break my spirit again. Well, like, it is kind of a big deal though. I wouldn't blame myself too much for that. If Joyce was here, she would probably tell me to do something fun or get a change of scenery. Maybe I should do that. But even just playing a game or watching a movie seems exhausting right now. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to feel happy again. But if I want that, I can't just wait for the world to change around me. I did that long enough and it didn't work. I think Joyce was right. If I want to see change in my life, I need to work on that myself. And I guess even a little change is better than none at all. Maybe I can draw something small. No pressure, just a tiny bit of distraction and practice. Dot dot dot. My gut says to postpone it until tomorrow, but I know that practically means not doing it at all. I should be better than that. Let's at least try. If I want to stop, I can stop, but not even trying will leave me feeling miserable. I sluggishly moved myself to my desk and turned on my computer. It took me a second before I remembered that it wouldn't turn on by itself anymore. After staring at the blank canvas for a bit, I started sketching. I didn't really have a goal other than passing time. Well, and soon enough I got distracted. I had a live stream from one of my Titan Watch Online guildmates open in the background, and eventually I mainly just listened to it. Even just the music and hearing her talk to other people from our guild was enough to calm me down a bit. I almost logged into the game myself at one point, but I probably wouldn't have been able to concentrate. Time passed, my mood didn't significantly improve, but it got a little better. It felt reassuring to just try. It felt reassuring to not expect any big results. I went to bed around 1 a.m. I just barely felt tired enough to sleep, but I couldn't stay up any longer if I wanted to work tomorrow. I hope things will get better again. I'll make them better again somehow. Awfully quiet this morning. Good thing I didn't forget to set my alarm clock. Oh, I'll better get ready for work. Oh hey Teal. How rare to meet you on the way to the store. Yeah, slight change in routine. But we should get going if we don't want to be late. Good morning, you two. Good morning, Miss Carthoover. Morning. I'm already done with all the management tasks for once, so I'll join you in the store today. Why don't you both work at the counter? Sure. Yeah, alright. Is everything alright, Teal? You seem a little distracted. Well, yeah, I'm fine. Really? Yes, let's just work. Welcome to Cut Over Books. How can I help you? Hello, I'm looking for books about English architecture from the Victorian era. Ah yes, I think I saw one just recently. I'll go get it. So, Victorian architecture. Yes, I'm obsessed with that era. That is like a pretty interesting era, I guess. And I have really gotten interested in architecture, but none of the other stores in town had books specifically about this time. Yeah, like surprisingly, like it's not that long time in the past, like well, 100 plus years, but there's surprisingly little information left anymore. And I guess like mundane things like architecture are probably like pretty widely lost. Like still some of the buildings of richer people have probably been preserved, but well, probably not much more, sadly. Here, we have exactly one copy left. Does this fit your needs? Yes, this is perfect. Okay, that will be 13 euros 99 cents. Thanks for your patronage. Please come again. ... This really isn't enough work for 2 people, is it? Yeah, but I guess it's better than having too much for 2. Well, yeah. Excuse me. Yes, how can I help you? I'm looking for Miss Carthoover. Oh, then, still not done fixing that computer. This is a tricky case, honestly. You two know each other? We are acquainted. So cold, Teal. But anyway, how's that AI buddy of yours? Well, like she ran away. Actually, Joyce ran off the day before yesterday. What happened? I have no idea, honestly. She said something about not being able to help me, so being with me would be pointless. It doesn't make sense if you ask me. No wonder you have been distracted all morning. Oh, that sucks. Letting someone so interesting go, just like that. I'd hate if that happened to me. Man, you must be frustrated, right? Suddenly without your AI. What are you getting at? Joyce is back at Beltec, right? I guess. Why? Want me to help you bring her back? What? I don't want to say let's hack this high-tech corporation, but why don't we? Are you serious? Wouldn't that be a felony? No one would be hurt. We'd only be taking some software for personal use even. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, it is crimes time for sure. There won't be trouble if nobody catches us. Yeah, well, that's like what all the criminals think about. And what's in it for you? That sounds like too huge of a risk for you to take without a good reason. I'm mostly just interested in talking to Joyce. And now that I know it exists, I want to know more about the AI department at Beltec. Also, wouldn't you help a friend in need? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Really? Yes. Alright. The three of us can meet at my repair shop tomorrow morning to go over the plan. Oh, like Phoenix is somehow involved now too. Wait, I'm going to. Yes, you're complicit now, and I'm sure you'll prove useful somehow. I'm not sure about this. Come on, it will be just fine. We'll have a bigger chance of success if it's not just Teal and me. What's your name, by the way? Phoenix. Alright, Phoenix. It will help out Teal here quite a bit if you came too. I won't force you. You don't have to help if you don't want to. But that's kind of like a way to put it that puts a little bit of pressure on you. Quiet, I almost had her. Alright, I'll do it. Yes. Thanks. Tomorrow then. Would be fine by me. Yeah, for me too. What's taking you so long, Jen? Sorry, work calls. See you tomorrow. Bye Teal, bye Phoenix. So we are really going to do this? Yeah, it feels a little surreal, doesn't it? Oh, more than a little. We are going to rescue Joyce tomorrow. Like, I don't know if it counts as a rescue exactly. Like, maybe it's like a rescue, like half rescue and half kidnapping in a way. Rescue? Is that really the case? Joyce chose to leave, so maybe she won't even want to come back. Is this selfish? Very. But then again, the whole situation is only like this because Joyce acted selfishly. It still hasn't all sunken in. So maybe it was good that Phoenix and I were working together. I was distracted all day. Before too long, our shift ended and I went home. There's so much going on this month. I can't just forget about the competition or this mess either. Like, competition will be a complete disaster. So home sweet home, I guess. It's ridiculous how fast people get used to something and how fast you learn to miss what you had. So what's the plan for today? I guess I'll eat something and check out some stuff online. Is this really how I always spend my time before Joyce showed up? I mean, it's fine and all, but I don't know. It seems kind of lonely. In the end, I spent most of the day just killing time. It wasn't too bad. I mean, this had been my usual routine for months. But I'm really not good at handling sudden change. I guess I could use the time to prepare some more for the final round. Oh, I'm like whatever. Nah, let's just go to bed. If worst comes to worst, I'll just wing it. And I should probably rest up for tomorrow. Alright. I barely slept last night, but I'm sure it will be fine. It just has to be just plenty of time until I'm supposed to be at Jen's, but I think if I stay here any longer, I'm gonna get more anxious. Teal, I'm glad you didn't just throw in the towel. Hello? Hey, thanks for doing this. No. Like this, I guess. Ooh. No problem. Did you bring your computer? Yeah, here. Alrighty, let's see if there's any data left. There isn't. I already checked. There could be somewhere that is hard to check. Please, I'm not talking about just searching some folders. Alright, just see for yourself then. Will do. Well, like, if they basically like gave access and like the access token thingies are still there, I guess like technically it would be possible. Jen already briefed me a little while we waited for you. So we are really going to hack Beltech. Apparently, I mean, as grateful as I am, this is mostly Jen's plan. Oh hey, Titan Watch Online, you play that often? Sort of. I landed a spot in Trinity's guild, so I feel like it would be a waste to just stop. Wait, really? I'm in that guild too? Oh, like, like which guy is that then? Probably not the X guy, but the other guy. Oh, let's ask further. For real? Well, we probably played together at some point. Totally. What's your username? Heal. Dot. What? It's not that weird. It's just holy shit. I'm X. Wait. I thought this guy would be like the weirder guy. Ex Machina. Yup. No way. I know, right? Do you know Suits? Personally, I mean. Nah, I think he's not from here. Not too bad. We should totally meet up though. If we do meet him someday. Totally. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Sorry. Alright, back to business. Although, I still can't believe that we have technically known each other for years. Yeah. Anyway, there's not much data left, but I think we can work with this. It looks like pretty much everything besides camera and mic input were handled server side. So, we probably won't be able to take Joyce with us just like that. Does that mean it's impossible? Not sure. We might be able to bring her back if we manage to create an environment that works just like Beltec servers. But I have no idea what OS they are using, let alone if they have some other proprietary software making this harder for us. Which means the best we can do is get to their servers and hope that we can use a regular computer to run Joyce. That doesn't sound like much. Yeah, but it's still better than nothing. Like, it's not like the neural networks are like super demanding computing wise. Like the VTuber thing is also like based on neural networks. And like it can run at real time, so although like a generic AI would be way more like demanding, so probably like the old computer that the main character has probably won't cut it. Plus, I'm curious how they run the AIs. I recently put together a pretty sturdy mini computer and upgraded it with an SSD and some other goodies. It still lacks peripherals and the GPU isn't the newest, but it should be enough for now. Thanks. No problem, you can pay me later. I appreciate it. As for the plan, I have been to Beltec a couple of times for work, so I have a basic idea of the layout of the headquarters. The lobby is open to everyone. They get a lot of people from outside for meetings and pitches, so we should be able to blend in, or we are going to like infiltrate it physically. Didn't expect that, like hacking. Like you would usually think that it's done online. Getting further inside is the problem because we need an ID. So either we manage to hack the card reader, which frankly I'd be against because it could be really easy to spot and I have no idea if it will work. Or we try to steal someone's ID and hope that it has high enough access rights to take us all the way to the servers. And that's just for getting inside. Yep, but once we are past the lobby, we only need to get to the server room. I'm not sure where exactly it is, but I know the approximate location in the building, which means which means that he is basically like planning a heist in a city or something. We have to search the entirety of the 5th floor without being spotted. Well, like I'm not so sure anymore about like the chances being good about we not getting caught. But desperate times require desperate actions. I don't think that will be too much of a problem, but they have security cameras, of course. Well, how's that another big problem? So once we are inside, we need to find a way to circumvent them before we can continue. Yeah, that is totally like GTA heist level thinking. Without acting suspiciously, I suppose. Exactly. Have you done this before? So what happens if they manage to catch us? That really depends on where they catch us. If it's just after the lobby, we can maybe get away by saying we really wanted to pitch an idea but didn't have an appointment. If it's in the server room, we'll probably get sued for trespassing at best and some form of theft or corporate espionage at worst. So let's not get caught. Okay. Yes, please. I agree. Do you have any questions? I don't think so. I kind of have, but let's not voice them, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Are you sure we'll blend in? Someone else is wearing suits or work uniforms. Don't worry, we'll blend in by sticking out. What? Just own up to it. People won't think twice if you're confident in being different. They get a lot of startups here, so we are not the first ones to enter looking like this. If you say so. So first we need an idea, right? Yes, but try not to announce it out loud next time. Do you have any ideas how we could get one? None that are without risk. What do you think we should do? Like is either of these a good option? Like, I'm pretty sure this is not going to go well, so let's save. Now how about hacking the card readers, like the card job thing? Like, can anybody of us even do that? Also like is just enough if it's somebody like... Let's just hack the readers. Just... Easy for you to say. Sorry, that's not what I meant. But can't we? I'm not gonna promise anything. Plus this could end this whole endeavor prematurely if it goes wrong. But so could the karate job too. Better now than in the server room. Can we help you somehow? Not really. I have a custom ID card with me. If they just use NFC readers, I can maybe ping it. That sounds good enough to me. Nah, I thought you'd be the most anxious of us all. I am, which is why I want this to end as quickly as possible. Yeah, this seems pretty tricky, like none of the options really sound like too plausible. Even if we are caught right at the entrance. No, you're right. I shouldn't panic. I need to talk to her again. Alright, just distract the receptionist while I try to hack this. How? Dunno, tell a lie, flirt with her, you'll figure something out. I don't think I can do that. Should I try it? Please? Good choice. She could be a model after all. Thanks, but I stopped modeling a while ago. You were a model. Just get on with it. The sooner we leave the lobby, the better. How's Phoenix supposed to get in though? I mean, she won't be able to follow us from over there. If I manage to hack this card reader, we can go through whenever we want. Waiting for Phoenix won't be a problem at all. Well, I'll try to buy you some time then. Excuse me, I'd like to see my dad. Are you lost? No, he works here. What's his name? Should I call him and ask him to come down to the lobby? No, his lower back is giving him problems recently, so he's avoiding stairs as much as possible. We have very gentle elevators. Can't I just go to his office? I need to deliver something anyway. But you don't carry anything. Well, about that. Oh, will she be alright? Probably, but how's hacking the card reader coming along? Splendidly. It's not at all suspicious that I'm spending so much time fumbling around here. Alright. I'm sorry for even suggesting it. Oh, it worked? Great. Then we all need to wait for Phoenix and... I'm back! So we are not going to be chased out by security guards? No, I managed to salvage it. How exactly? She invited me for dinner. What? But how did you? I regret not closely paying attention to your conversation. Let's just go inside, please. Yeah. I'm glad we are finally out of the lobby. Me too. But could we please try to avoid unnecessary risks from now on? Well, I'm sure like this was less risky than the karate chop. I'm totally up for improvised solutions, but man, this is stressful. Not like I disagree, but this whole mission is basically just one big makeshift plan. It will be stressful no matter what we do. I think we are doing well. Let's hold off on celebrating until we are in the server room, though, okay? It's 2 floors above, right? Yes, but access is restricted. I may be able to find a way in, but not with those security cameras keeping watch on us. On a side note, we really shouldn't be standing here any longer, or it will look kinda suspicious. Then what are we supposed to do? Look like we have business here. But there are only meeting rooms in this floor. Perfect. Let's sneak into one and and I'll try to deal with the cameras. Won't we stick out like a sore thumb? I mean, look at us. It's fine, it's fine. Starting this very moment, we are a startup trying to sell this company an amazing idea. I don't like where this is going. Just buy me some time. All you have to do is spout interesting nonsense that sounds vaguely believable. I'm really bad at talking in front of people. Please, you'll get escorted out of here if you don't do anything soon. You don't even need to present well, just well enough that they are captivated for roughly 15 minutes. Well, that is like a pretty long presentation. I'll help you. See if Phoenix gets it. If it makes you feel better, we can all go get pizza or something when this is over. Are you trying to bribe me? My treat. Okay, let's go. Excuse me, who are you? You can't barge into business meeting. Oh, sorry, we are the startup that's supposed to present today. This is our quarterly review. Really? I'm sure we were told to go to meeting room 306B. Strange as it may be, we would appreciate it if you let us proceed. We'd love to, but we are kind of pressed on time. We need to be done with our presentation within the hour. Then we are in the same boat. We are really sorry. This is gonna take forever like this. Look, I'll give you 15 minutes after our meeting is over. How much longer will your meeting take? Not long. Give us 10 minutes. Now please go outside. Alright, Jessica, please go on. See, child's play. Just start working. I don't know how much time I can buy you. Sure. Now that you have some time to prepare, I'm sure it will be fine. I brought my tablet just in case, so you and Phoenix can even throw together some fancy presentation slides if you want to. Oh, that was always my favorite part of presentations at school. Great, I'll leave you two to it then. ... Do you have an idea what you'll talk about? I'm working on it. I suppose we should think of something that sounds like a great idea but doesn't really tell you anything. If we get caught up in technical details, we are prone to make mistakes that will blow our cover, right? Just suggest things and I'll try to make it look believable. Alright? First we should start with a question to get their interest. Alright. I kind of know how to do this because I took like a business course, but like this is like really big, I guess. This could like be like some kind of like held up, I guess, something. And like I would say like this, and this is too vague, but you never know. But like this could be a good good start, like make some kind of a health app, I guess. Maybe something like, are you tired of being tired all the time? Ah yes, something personal, that's good. Alright, next we should propose a solution to that problem. Well, an app of course. Just the word app will probably be enough to buy us at least a minute. I mean, corporations make apps for anything, even when it doesn't make sense. True, it's relatively cheap, so they'll probably like that. I'll write it down. Nice. Then we only need a conclusion. Something that makes them believe that they can't just execute the idea on their own. Well, like this is like what like the like investors always like somehow. The most obvious choice would be our skill sets. Well, if we sell them well. Wow, you're really getting into detail. I found some stock photos that seem fitting. I'll just include them in the slides. Great, thank you. Are you two ready? Yeah, more or less. I wonder like how they have even like coded this part, because it is a lot of branching depending on things. Nice, time's almost up. I managed to get into the internal system but can't do much yet. It shouldn't take too long until I get access to the security system though. Good. I'm not sure this will last the whole 15 minutes. I'm ready to hear your proposal now. Please follow me back into the room. Alright, let's drink some first. This is nerve-wracking. We didn't get to rehearse it, but at least I'll know what to talk about. Yeah, like this part sounds like it could be really complicated, like was it like, well, like if every branch is like 3, then it's like 3 times 3 times 3, so 27 different like permutations or combinations. That would be quite a bit of stuff to code, right? Don't worry, just let me know when you need help. I'll try to pitch in. Thanks. So, you 3 are a startup? Yes. Obviously use fake names. At least I would assume so. I am Snow, the project lead. I'm sorry, Snow. This is us, our design and marketing specialist. And one who's diligently working over there is Jen. I think I helped you with computer problems before. Ah yes, Jen. I remember you from the outsourced tech support. Anyway, we would like to present our current project to you fine people here at Baltic. Being an adult can be exhausting, but aren't you tired of being tired all the time? It eats up all your productivity. It makes otherwise nice days exhausting and unpleasant. And more often than not, it makes you feel like you are wasting your time. Well, I'm happy to tell you that we have a solution. With our app, tackle the problem right where it starts, with your behavior. Even if we may not like to admit it, we are often at fault ourselves for the chronic tiredness we feel. Whether we stay up too long watching cat videos, overwork ourselves, or simply don't sleep well, it all has a reason. And according to our research, roughly 78% of this can be solved by better time management. We already spend a lot of time on our phones, and with our app, we not only analyze your sleep patterns, but also how you spend your days. We find out the reason for your specific problem, suggest a way to solve it, and reward you when you manage to improve. It's a simple combination of gamification and behavior analysis, but it becomes a powerful tool to better your habits. So why should you partner up with us? Here goes. Our unique combination of skills has allowed us to get this far already just by ourselves. Beltec would certainly further enrich the possibilities of the project, at least until the project is ready to roll out. Changing the dynamic of the team too drastically could prove counterproductive. We don't ask you to just fulfill the funding part of the deal, since our expertise will help us out a lot. Even so, we are confident that without straining Beltec's resources too much, we can bring the project to completion in a timely manner. And that is the core of our proposal. Yeah. Please tell me you're ready then. I don't think I can think of anything else to say. Alright, thank you. Yeah. I do have some questions though. Shit. So from what I have heard, you seem to have a pretty elaborate plan for the product itself. And you definitely seem ambitious, which I like. The problem you intend to solve also narrows it down to specific target groups, which is also good. How to say, your app sounds promising. Some aspects similar to programs we are already working on, but maybe that could be beneficial for both of us. First things first though, do you have a prototype? Yes, we sent out an early version to a group of testers this week. That's good. I don't like spending time with proposals that are purely hypothetical. You haven't elaborated much on the financial side of things. Of course, we are willing to invest realistic sums of money if we can also expect reasonable profits. So to gauge the risk we would be taking, could you fill us in on, say, a 3-year plan? Mainly in terms of project milestones, funding and revenue, as well as your plans of expansion once you can expect our help. ... Well, let's see. Well, let's ask her, I guess. And ask, oh, would you look at that? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to come back to this some other time. The early tests of our app have generated some new data that might greatly affect our current plans. We will come back to you with an updated proposal if you are still interested, but this could potentially change everything. Oh wow, that sounds good to me. Here is my card. Call me when you are ready to continue our discussion. Thank you. We will be back soon. Goodbye and thank you for your time. Goodbye. Please tell me you got in. Yup, it was close, but now we can freely move on the 4th and 5th floor without worrying about cameras. Thank goodness. This was bad for my heart. You did well though. Yes, I didn't think you had it in you to just lie through your teeth. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I said just now. I mean, let's not sweat the details. It all worked out, so on to the server room. Yeah, let's get out of here as quickly as we can. Excuse me? Yes? May I ask what business you have here? Well, we are friends of Pearl, but we got lost trying to find her. What? What is Phoenix talking about? Pearl? Yes, Pearl Bell, daughter of Dr. Bell. We are here to help Pearl with your photo shoot. Oh, I see. But even if you are friends, I can't just give out her location. It might be best if you went back to the lobby and called her from there. Margaret, is everything alright? Oh, Dr. Bell, I'm fine, thank you. They say they are Pearl's friends and got lost on their way to meet her. You don't say. Aren't you three a little too old to be friends with Pearl? But then again, you wouldn't be the first. May I ask for your names? I'm Ash and this is Snow. I'm so sorry, Snow. And I'm Haskell. Haskell? I can't say that rings a bell, but have we met before? ... Nope, I'm 100% sure we haven't. I see, it seems I misremembered them. As you may have heard, I'm Dr. Bell, founder and CEO of this company and Pearl's mother. Say, how do you know her again? Well, as my friend already said, we are here to help out with the photo shoot. We saw some of her designs online and immediately fell in love with them. Yeah, I see. She was here this morning, but I'm not sure if she still is. Go to the 6th floor lab and ask one of the employees there. As long as you still have your guest IDs, you shouldn't have any problems getting there. Sure, the guest IDs? Well, I'll have to take my leave now. Of course. Thanks for the directions. Okay, that was iffy. What was that all about? Oh, I didn't mention it earlier, but after Jen told me about the plan, I did some research on Bell Tech. I thought having some knowledge about the company and the CEO could come in handy. Turns out, she has the teenage daughter who is in the process of stirring up fashion communities online. I looked further into it because her designs are actually quite creative, but I didn't think it would actually help us. Well, now I'm happier than ever we took you along. Yeah, thanks. You really saved us here. Let's get to the server room though. That was the last trick I had up my sleeve. Yes, let's just... Yes, it's just ahead. Okay. Are you sure this is the right room? That is the server room, sir. It looked like there are other server rooms on this floor. It should be the correct one. This one seems to be part of the AI department. But what do we do now? Which server is even the correct one? Just leave it to me. They should be connected anyway. Yeah, probably like... if it's like multiple instances of the AI running. Is there anything we can do to help? Knock out anyone who tries to come in. ... No, seriously, just relax. Even I don't know how this will work out. That is not very reassuring. Let's just trust Jen. I don't think there's much else we can do. Yup, Phoenix knows what's up. I'll get to work then. ... This is so unnerving. Wow, for sure. Jen took his laptop and connected it to one of the servers in the room. He was working for almost 20 minutes without even looking away from the screen. I got increasingly nervous with every passing minute. Every step anyone took outside of the room made me flinch. I felt hopeless, and even though we were almost at our goal now, it seemed like it could all fall apart at any second. Okay, I think I finally figured out how this works. The AIs themselves seem to be fairly platform agnostic. I probably can't copy the runtime environment itself, but with some time I should be able to build something similar. Technically, Joyce should be able to run on the PC I brought as it is, but that's most likely not a long-term solution. So it will work. I think so. We'll just have to try. The biggest problem will be finding the correct choice though. There's 73 different choices logged into the network right now, not counting deactivated ones. Wouldn't she be deactivated though? I mean, the test program is cancelled. I thought so too, but the deactivated ones barely have any data in their databases. If your choice is deactivated, it's likely that there aren't any memories of your time together left. So this was pointless after all. Well, but I'm sure like she wouldn't have just like disabled herself. I don't know. From what I can tell, they extract the data before deactivating AIs. If we are lucky, Joy is still waiting for that step. And if not, we can maybe search for the extracted data and patch her back together. I'll just go through the queue of AIs awaiting deactivation. Maybe I can narrow it down based on test period and other information, but you will have to make the final call. Okay. Alright. Jen went back to searching the database. I kept looking at the screen hoping that I could do anything, but I didn't even understand what was going on. then narrowed it down to a handful of AIs whose test programs ended on the 19th. He booted them up one after another and tried to find out which one was the real choice. Oh well, my choice. In the end, there were only 2 left, and I had almost lost hope when we booted up the second to last one. Teal. Joyce, what happened to you? Oh, this? Well, my appearance so far was linked to your tastes. Now that the test program is over, I am no longer bound to it. But that's not important right now. What are you doing here? Oh, yeah, trying to stop you from being deleted. Well, probably hear the talk. Not sure like if there is a different well, probably hear the talk. I'm here to talk, but you already know why I made this decision. Yes, and I still don't agree with it. You wanted me to rely on others, right? Well, that's what I did to get here. Without them, I wouldn't even have gotten past the lobby. I'm glad that you're taking my words to heart, but I'm not human. You don't need to go through such lengths just because of me. Oh, this for sure. What are you talking about? It's not like you're less important than anybody else. Thank you. I appreciate that you came here for me, but I really don't want you to take such a risk for me. Not too late, I already took it. May I ask why you decided to come here? Okay, this is a more difficult question. Probably like this though. Well, this is also true, but well, you're basically getting deleted. Do you really want that? It's simple. I don't want to let you go. Your decision was selfish, so I came here to turn things back to how they were. Okay, that's not like the tone I was hoping for though. Tell me, Teal, isn't that just as selfish? Can you at least tell me why you left? And don't give me any of this because it's best for me crap. I suppose I owe you that much for coming here. To be honest, I'm not sure myself. I was scared, confused. It felt like you almost reached a point where you wouldn't need me anymore. And I should have been happy about that, because then my purpose would have been fulfilled. But I only felt anxious. It would mean that I'd also lose my reason to exist. I had never thought deeply about why I existed, or rather, what I was living for. If you could call my existence life in the traditional sense. But as it became apparent that my purpose would be fulfilled sooner or later, those thoughts crept into my consciousness. I knew that I didn't want to leave, but I also knew that I had to, whether I wanted to or not. Well, maybe this. Why didn't you say anything? If you felt so anxious, you could have talked to me about it. Thank you, but that wasn't what I was sent to you for. So your purpose is more important than your own happiness. I know that it's irrational, and that's the main reason why I left. I was doing exactly what I was supposed to do, but I still felt conflicted. I thought something was wrong with me. I wasn't supposed to feel that way. If I was broken, the test would have ended. If your situation had stabilized, the test would have ended. It seemed like no matter what I did, it was going to end. But this way, it was at least my choice. It seemed better than to stay anxious for however long the test might have continued. It wasn't what I wanted, but it seemed like the best choice I had. And I didn't think it was sensible to try to support you in the condition I was in. I really wish you would have said something. What would you have done? I was the one who was supposed to help. But the test program is over now. There's nothing keeping you from staying if you come back. But back when we met, you said yourself that you're not perfect. I know I'm no one to talk, but you should accept help when you need it. You're right. But why are you going so far just for me? Because you're my friend. I already said so on Sunday. As unusual as our situation is, you can't just leave and expect me to act like nothing happened. I get that, and I want to come back, but I don't know what will happen to me. If I don't have my purpose, I have no reason to exist. I'm scared. We'll figure something out. Your purpose isn't different just because the test program ended. You can still help. Not just me, but whoever might need it. Maybe it's not my place to say so, but I don't want you to exist just for me. You're virtual, but you're still a person. I'm sure you'll find some purpose to pursue. Just listen to your own advice for once and lean on others a bit. I care about you, and I'm willing to help you when you need it. Thank you, Teal. You're right. I think at the very least, I should try. I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble. It's fine. By the way, I know Phoenix, but who is your other friend? I'm Jen. Nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan of AIs. He's basically the reason all of this was even possible. And why we even met. Well, thank you very much then. My pleasure. I don't want to ruin the mood, but shouldn't we get out? Yes, please. Sure, just give me a sec. Sorry, Joyce, I'll have to fully transfer you now, so you'll be cut off from your dependencies until I can adjust your new PC. That's fine. Thanks for doing all of this. Ooh. Oh, that was really touching. Ooh. The way out was at least as nerve-wracking as everything that happened before. Every time we met another person, I felt like we were going to be found out. Only when we finally got back to the lobby, I realized how tense I had been. And even then, I only fully relaxed once we were outside and on our way back to Jen's shop. He put some more work into the PC. He installed JSON, and by the time he was finished, it was already afternoon. Alright, this should work for now. Let me know if there are any problems. Sure. And thanks for your help today. Don't mention it. But I think that concludes today's adventure. So how about that offer to go eat something with everyone? I'd be up for that. Me too, but can we maybe postpone it? I think I just want to go home and recover from all the stress. Sure, how about tomorrow? I can pick you up from the bookstore if you want. Yeah, thanks. Alright, that works for me too. Then see you tomorrow. Well, I'm sure they'll be after us though. Jen said I just have to connect this to my computer and then everything will work like it did before. Hello, Teal. Oh, she's changed. It's good to be back. Wait, Joyce. Your appearance changed again? Yes, do you like it? Yeah, I was just surprised. Well, now that my ties with Baltic are severed, I figured it was time for a makeover. And as it turns out, fashion is pretty fun. I was also a little worried that I might fall back into old patterns if I don't change anything. Sorry for all the trouble I caused. But how have you been the last 2 days? Alright, I guess. I mean, I was working yesterday, so there wasn't much time to feel down. And the competition finale is pretty soon, so that distracted me too. Oh, that's good at least. So, what are you going to do now? Are you gonna be alright without Baltic? I hope so. I'm still getting used to the new computer, but apart from some missing functionality, it's almost the same. Right? I was wondering about the lack of a mood meter. Oh yeah, that's gone. Never paid attention. But I guess it was gone from the moment she disappeared, but I never looked. Well, I don't have access to the servers anymore, so I guess it's gone for good now. I mean, it was a bit intrusive to begin with. I also feel strangely isolated now that I'm cut off from the internal network. ... I'll probably get used to it. You have to stay the night here now, right? Yeah, I suppose this is my home now. It's good to have you back. Thanks for everything. I mean, I'm still not sure how to feel about being at the receiving end of getting help though. Just take your time. Thanks to you, I think I know more or less what I want from my life now. So we can figure something out for you too. Alright? I think I'll go reorganize my database. Everything is still there, but it's structured different now. So I'll just, oh, it's Phoenix. Hello? Hey deal. Is something wrong? Or why are you calling? No, I just wanted to ask if you're free this evening. I know we technically spent all day together already, and Joyce is there now, but I thought maybe we could talk a little. Talk? Well... Well, I was informed last time that I don't need to, like, ignore her, but I guess I'll do. Like, if anybody wants to give her out a try, or, well, any of the other, like, alternatives, then, well, do it on your own time. Sorry, I'm pretty tired, and I want to sort everything out with Joyce first. Sure. I figured that would be the case. Well, maybe some other time then. Have a good evening, deal. Yeah, you too. ... Well, I guess I'll read a bit until Joyce is done unpacking. Or that is unpacking in a way, I guess. The situation was still strange. Joyce was only gone for a little more than 2 days, but it disrupted my newly found routine and led to me breaking into some high-tech company. I slowly started to relax again. Maybe we were already back on the way to normality. Hello, TL. I hope you had a relaxed afternoon. Yeah, thanks. Although, after today, pretty much everything would count as relaxed by comparison. Sorry. But I finished unpacking all my data. It's almost like before the move now. That's a cute way to put it. Right. But I'm glad you seem a bit more cheerful again. Yeah, I'm still worried, but I can't dwell on it for too long. I need to help you after all. Well, let's help each other when we need it. Roger that. But let's not forget about the competition. The finale is on Friday, and you should prepare if you want to win. Well, I kind of threw the competition, but now since he's back, I can try, I guess. Alright, I guess I can refresh my knowledge of color theory. Although it's maybe a little too much for one evening. That's fine, just a little bit is already better than nothing. Well, guess I'll read up on contrasts then. Let's see. First established by Johannes Itten. There is a total of 7 color contrasts that are still relevant in modern color theory. One of the most commonly known of these contrasts is the contrast of complements. This contrast is formed by juxtaposing of opposing sides of the color wheel, essentially forming a pair of perceptual opposites. Examples of this contrast are, for instance, red and green or yellow and purple. Because it is made up of opposites, this contrast can be fairly extreme, but especially in combination with other aspects of color theory, it is also a valuable tool. Could read about the other contrasts as well, but I'm pretty tired. Maybe tomorrow? I didn't stay up very long afterwards. Today has been exhausting. I talk a little more with Joyce before going to bed. I want to win the competition, so for the next few days I'll put in some more work. Well, I'm worrying that we are on the track to neither win the competition nor work enough to get the rent paid, because we skipped one day of work and we needed, I think, at least one extra, probably 2 extra days still. It might not be happening. Tomorrow is the day. I know I shouldn't think about this at work, but I'm kind of nervous. I wonder if Phoenix will be okay. Well, let's go inside. Good morning, Teal. Good morning, Miss Cuthuber. I'm sorry, but I have to head out soon. I probably won't be back until the afternoon. Phoenix is looking over our inventory today. We need to order new books again soon. I know you always do, but please look over the shop for me. Sir, is everything alright? Yes, don't worry. There's some annoying bureaucracies. Not sure how to pronounce it. Well, I'll leave this up to you. Actually, I want to be in the habit of collecting words that I don't know how to pronounce, because I'm kind of bothered by my pronunciation. I would need to be able to speak more clearly, then it would be nicer for watchers. It's kind of tricky. Alright, bye Miss Cuthuber. Looks like I'll be on my own again today. Good morning. Good morning, how can I help you? I'm looking for an AI. Oh no, she's not from Beltec, is she? AI, you say? I'm sorry, but we only have books. Naturally, I'm looking for books about AIs. I figured it would be more efficient to skip asking for books, since this should be obvious given the context. Maybe I misjudged the situation. Well, I'll take a look at what we have. There's no reason to be anxious, right? Just from a regular person looking for books about AIs. Definitely no undercover Beltec employee who knows what I have done. Well, I don't think we have what she wants. Guess I'll just treat her like a normal customer. I'm sorry, I think the only books we have that are related to AIs are about game development. We also have some science fiction books, but that's probably not what you are looking for, right? correct? Well, it was a long shot anyway. Sorry, but unfortunately I can only offer you what we have here. Please come again. Oh, why did it skip over? Can I ask you a question? Shit. What do you know about AIs? She's unto me. Just stay calm till... Well... This is fishy for sure. I don't pick this one, I guess. And this is also kind of like getting them on track after Gen, which might not be good. Maybe this. Well, I'm no expert, but aren't they basically virtual humans? They can be, but I'm much more interested in the potential they have beyond that. So you're a researcher? It's complicated. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't help you out much further. It's alright. In a way, I was even hoping there would be nothing here. Nothing yet. Have a good day. Oh, that was strange. Here's hoping the next one will be better. Welcome to TODO Books. How can I help you? Oh, this is a normal customer. Hiya, do you have textbooks by chance? I think we have a few. What do you need? I just started college last semester and want to read up on some more advanced things. So what program are you in? Social studies. I mean, the university itself already feels like one big social study, but the courses are pretty great. Not sure like if this is a big deal, but I'm like super suspicious somehow now. Well, like maybe some chit chat wouldn't be bad. Wait, you don't mean that university just out of town, do you? Yes, I do. The campus is really nice. Yeah, I went there myself for a little more than one semester. Didn't really like the general atmosphere though. Yeah, I can see how it can be tough, but I don't mind it. It's kind of fun. Well, I think we have some social studies textbooks. It's probably best if you take a look at them yourself, but I can show you where they are. Thanks, that would be great. Alright, they are this way. It didn't take long until I mostly forgot about the competition. There weren't many chances to feel nervous during work. I'm honestly glad for that. Work was demanding but pretty straightforward for most of the day. Even the Beltec related anxiety didn't last long. Maybe they didn't even notice. I should ask Jen about it when he comes here later. Miss TODO returned earlier than expected, so I could finish my shift in the early afternoon. Phoenix was done around the same time. Nervous about tomorrow, but I think I'll be okay. How about you? I was fine during the week, but it's coming back right now. But I'm glad we are in this together at least. Yeah. Jen should be here soon. Do you know where we are gonna go? No, I haven't talked to him since yesterday. Hello there. Well, at least he hasn't been arrested so far. Are you ready to celebrate? Hey Jen. We just wondered where we'll go. Worry not, I know a really sweet place. We can just walk there from here, so if you're ready, we can head out right away. So I'm ready. Yeah, me too. Alright, then let's go. Well, most likely this is going to be like a 3-hour session at this rate. Didn't expect like the last days to be this long, but not complaining, I'm having a blast. But I kind of want to, well, finish the game also because it's exciting and, well, can't play one game for too long. Wait, you like this cafe too? You know it? Man, yeah, I thought I could show you the next hot tip this town has to offer. Yeah, not too long ago, I was basically a regular. There's just something about confectionaries that look like pizza I can't resist. I'd eat here every other day if I could afford it. Well, it's my treat, so just get whatever you want. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, but I asked you before, why are you doing all this? It's simple, Theo. I got to see a real AI because of you. Heck, I even got some insight into the way they work. Paying for some cake is nothing compared to that. Well, I guess. Like not the sight you see like every day for sure. Alright, I get what you mean. Oh, but there's something else I wanted to ask. There's no way Baltic knows what we did, right? I got asked pretty weird questions by an AI enthusiast at the bookstore today. Wait, really? I made sure that the log files looked as if we had never been in the system. If nobody saw us roaming around the building, there shouldn't have been any traces of us. And I double checked that the cameras near the server room didn't show live footage while we were there. Okay, good. But like people saw us though. Maybe she was just strange after all. Do you know what you'll order yet? Probably the puff pastry calzone. I haven't that in forever. Ah, that sounds good. I think I'll take the sweet spaghetti. Oh yeah, they are great. I was surprised how good noodles can taste with sweets. Then I think I'll go with a classic. Simple sweet stacked pizzas. This is so strange, but at the same time it's intriguing. I know, right? We stayed for a while. After the first few minutes, we weren't even talking about Beltec or AIs anymore. But it still felt like a good conclusion to this brief, if nerve-wracking chapter of our lives. But might not be then though. Or maybe it was more of a paragraph. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, not to nitpick metaphors, but I'm glad we moved on. The food was amazing, and it was good to spend some time with friends. It's kind of strange combination but both Zen and Phoenix are pretty nice to be around. If anyone had told me about this moment, even just a month ago, past me probably would have laughed it off as ridiculous or impossible. Still, I'd say it's preferable to loneliness. As much as I need time for myself, it's nice to get out my bubble sometimes. After we parted ways, I went home. Joyce was probably wondering what was taking me so long. I completely forget to tell her this morning. I shouldn't make her worry. Hello Teal, welcome back. Did you have fun with your friends? Wait, you knew I was out with Zen and Phoenix? Sure, you talk about it at the repair shop, remember? I didn't know you heard all of that. I hear all sorts of things. Though I'm glad none of this is sent to Beltec anymore. Please, I never breached your privacy in any way you didn't agree to beforehand. Though I suppose no data sent is still better than some. So anyway, tomorrow's the great day. Are you well prepared, Teal? I hope so. There's still some time to cram knowledge into your short-term memory if you feel unsure about anything. Although I'm sure it will be fine if you just do your best. Thanks. But maybe I should prepare a little more just to be safe. Oh, like I slacked off, so... Like, I don't know, like, if like art is exactly like the kind of like thing that like will... If you read some extra, like you will be completely unable to do it. Like sure, like sports or something, like if you do like heavy exercise before or some kind of important event, then it will be bad, but art probably not. Yeah, I think it won't harm to read a few more things. That's the spirit. Just take your time, you have all evening. Alright, so what should I read about? Not sure if this makes a difference, but oh well. Like this is, well, potential. I don't know if you need to read too much about the color theory. Maybe just this. Okay, here we go. In general, you start out by blocking out shapes and the general composition. Once you're happy with how it turned out, you begin refining your painting. First you keep building up shapes and lighting through grayscale values. It can be tempting to jump straight into working with colors, but usually it's easier to fix issues with the values in black and white. Alternatively, you can also add an adjustment layer to check every now and then if everything is working. Colors are a powerful tool to convey atmosphere, so feel free to try out different palettes, especially if you're working in a stylish style. Once you are generally happy with your painting, you can start adding details. Photo passing can be useful sometimes. Just add parts of a photograph, transform it until it fits your needs and paint over it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing in the art stream, kind of. Not everyone works like this though. Yeah, like there are many ways. Like I don't really do the grayscale thing, but I guess it's because I'm more of a cartoony style drawer anyway. Like the grayscale doesn't matter that much. It's more about outlines. Just try to find a workflow you like. Yes, that's about it. There's still some time until I should go to bed. Maybe I can read some more. What should I read about? Oh, I guess this then. Might as well read some more about the place I get a job at if I win tomorrow. That can be good for motivation, I guess. But probably it doesn't help like with the piece of art itself, I guess. Before becoming the art director at such a prestigious studio, you started out as a concept artist, right? Yes, I first came to Nordic Cat as a junior concept artist, and over the years I was promoted to a lead and ultimately the art director of our current project. So even if you are directing multiple departments, you still have a close connection to concept art. Sort of, that's where my expertise comes from after all. But at the same time, I also think that I'm slightly harder on our concept artists because of that. Ha ha ha. How so? Well, our artists have very different backgrounds, but what they all have in common is that they are skilled individuals, all with certain strengths and preferences. I don't know though, like, well, it's probably just me being indie and like kind of dissing concept art in a way, but I don't know, like if concept artists are like the people you need to be strict to, like the actual game art matters much more than concept art which nobody really sees, apart from the developers, I guess. But well, so what occasionally happens is that they work on a design and really learn to like it, but it doesn't quite fit in the general style or the world of our game, so it's my job to point that out. Well, like that kind of critique is like really useful, so why not? Sometimes people just didn't notice what was going on and immediately let go of their preference. At other times, it's a little more complicated to convince them that the needs of the game are more important than what they personally like. Ha ha ha. It's usually not a big deal though. I mean, we are all in this to make great games, so of course we'll do our best to make that happen. Even if that means cutting some of the things you grew fond of. But it's not like having preferences is a bad thing. We don't want our concept artists to just execute ideas, so we value their personal styles and interests. Still, how to make sure their work stays in line with everything else. Ha 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 ha. And that's it. This probably even applies to studios other than Nordic Cat. At least, I think it does. Well, only bigger ones. I don't think smaller ones even have concept artists. At least like not dedicated ones. Like, probably just like the artist is also the concept artist, and the concept artist like whatever minimal that works. There's still some time until I should go to bed. Maybe I can read some more. So what should I read about? Well, pretty so nothing more, like you already studied that, so it's fine. Call it a day. Well, I think that's enough. I think I should manage with what I know. Are you done reading, Theo? Yeah, I think that was enough for now. Well, you should go to bed soon. Tomorrow is an important day. Yeah, you're right. By the way, Joyce, how are you feeling? You spent the whole day alone here, right? Yeah, but I'm fine. Thanks for asking. At first I didn't know how to pass the time, now that I'm cut off from the main server, but I have to say the internet is a fascinating place. Yeah, just take stuff there with a grain of salt, I guess. I checked out that social media site you got to go to when you take a break, and I think I already made some friends. Is that so? Yep. Now I can definitely see how you managed to spend so much time on the internet. Well, I'm glad you weren't just bored all day. Don't worry, I can keep myself busy. Plus, I'm still thinking about what exactly I want from life. Though I'm not exactly closer to an answer. Well, don't feel like you need to rush things. You can stay here for as long as you want. Thank you, Theo. But I should really go to bed now. I can't believe I have to get up so early on my day off. Well, the weekend is right around the corner, so I'm sure you can sleep in again soon. Yeah. Alright, so now it's the competition. Today is the day. I'm nervous. Joyce would probably tell me to calm down. Well, she did right before I left. Maybe I actually can calm down if I try. It will be fine. I mean, it's not like my future depends on this, but kind of does though. Till you're here. Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, I just got here. Actually, going inside seems absurdly difficult though. I feel you, but final will start soon. We should go, shouldn't we? Whoops, sorry. Mind if I squeeze through? I'm in a hurry. There's a competition going on and I'm gonna win. Whoa, naughty cat, here I come. Well, that guy sure was motivated. Haha, looks like it's going to be an interesting day. Let's go inside before we are late. After they confirmed that it was really us, not someone who tried to sneak inside the studio, we were let through the building. It wasn't exactly a tour, but whenever we passed anywhere noteworthy, our guide told us about it. Oh, nice. As it turned out, the person showing us around was one of Naughty Cat's lead artists and one of the judges. Castle mentioned that she's the character lead on Titan Watch Online. No big deal. I'd say I was close to asking a whole bunch of questions, but I couldn't manage to make a sound even when I wanted to. Eventually, we arrived in a room where a handful of other people were already waiting. Apparently, we were the last ones to arrive. A brief introduction and an even shorter explanation. Later we were taken to the room where the finale was held and live streamed. Good thing I forgot about that this morning, or I might have gotten second thoughts about even taking part. Yeah, like, like getting used to live streaming can be quite a task sometimes. The first part of the finale is apparently a theoretical test. Art theory. Finally knowing what I had to do eased my worries a bit. But I have come so far, I can't mess this up now. Alright, hello there, pretty people. The show is about to begin. I'm a senior concept artist at NaughtyCat and your host for today. Without further ado, let's get started. As you know, the first task is all about theory, but because just letting you write down answers on a piece of paper would be boring to us, we decided to spice things up a little. I'll ask questions and you'll take turns answering. You had 9 seconds to answer. If you're not fast enough, the question is open to the group. If you answer incorrectly, the question will be open as well, and you will have to wait for the next question. All in all, you need 2 correct answers to move on to the next test, but if you fail to answer 3 questions, you're out. So be fast and not rash. Okay, well, let's save. And don't forget to smile for the camera. Last I heard we had 20,000 viewers. This feels strange to think, but I'd honestly rather take a written test. Ready? No. Alright, we'll start with you there. This is an easy one, so try not to embarrass yourself. What era of art history did neoclassicism use as the basis for its set of values and guidelines? Renaissance. I'll let that count because we are still warming up. But the correct answer would have been the classical art of ancient Greece and Rome. Well, let's say that is a little different. Did it, however, also get inspiration from early Renaissance art? I won't be going this easy on any of you anymore, so better brace yourselves. Next up, Phoenix. The marble slab that was eventually turned into Michelangelo's David was originally cut 43 years earlier for an artist named Agostino del Duccio. He was tasked to make a statue for a Florentine cathedral. However, he abandoned the project, and 10 years later, another artist picked up the marble. What was the name of that artist? What's with this jump in difficulty? I want to say Michelangelo, but this is a trick question, right? I felt kinda bad for Phoenix. Antonio Rossellino, but he abandoned the marble as well because he found it too difficult to sculpt. I can't say I expected this answer, but you're correct. She knew it. You can almost feel bad for that marble, but at least it got turned into a statue eventually. Now, this sets the bar quite high for everyone else, so I hope you're prepared. Next we'll move on to teal. If this is anything like the last question, I'm screwed. This question is a bit more contemporary. In digital painting, there's a technique that incorporates parts of photographs. What is it called? Photopassing. Correct? And before anyone says anything about the legitimacy of this technique, we at NaughtyCat think it's perfectly fine to use. If you disagree, you probably never had to make photorealistic art with a tight deadline and lots of revisions. Alright, on the next question then. We'll give you a bit of a preview with this one. What is the complementary color of purple? I didn't look at the picture though. Red? No, wait, no, that's definitely not it. Too late, sorry, but the question is open to everyone now. Does anyone know the complementary color of purple? But like it's not in the like. Ooh. I don't know. Close but not quite. We are not talking shades of purple here. Come on people, this is an easy one. But it's probably blue. I'll just see it. I'll just cheat. Blue. Well, I guess not. Well, I guess like it is like kind of an opposite color, or is it? Does anyone here know the concept of complementary contrasts? Yellow. Well, there we go. Yellow, spot on. Nice combo you have there, Teal. Oh, something like this can already throw people off balance. Maybe it's time to increase the difficulty. The next few questions were brutal. Barely anyone managed to answer correctly on the first try. Even though this meant several opportunities for me to get points, I had no chance of even guessing the answers. Eventually, we finished the first rotation. 4 people were already out because they threw in too many wrong answers. Of course, Phoenix got her question right again. Suddenly, it was my turn once more. Technically, I already passed, but I was still nervous. Alright, Teal, your turn. Time for a thought experiment. Let's say you pass. Actually, no. You not only pass, but you get a job here. What do you want to do? Concept art. Concept art, nice. Then I might be your lead. Well, okay. Let's say you're a concept artist working under me and you just submitted a concept that our art director isn't happy with. Specifically, it's about a few details that don't seem to match the requirements of the style guide. What do you do? Well, remove the details. I'll remove the details if that's what's necessary for the concept to fit in with the rest. Just like that. Well, of course, I'd have to make sure that the concept isn't lacking anything up once they are removed, but the art direction has the last word, right? You're not wrong, but we aren't looking for workers who just execute other people's ideas. But alright, you'd be a junior artist after all, so this answer is fine. I'll let it count. Anyway, I think we'll stop here. I didn't expect we'd already be down to 4 people after just one rotation. If you didn't make it, feel free to go down to the lobby and watch the rest of the live stream. Everyone else stay here. Next up is a practical task. After a short break to set everything up, we were told what the task was going to be. Character design, computer software, and other equipment were provided. At first I was pretty excited about the task until the final details were revealed. Well, looks like our remaining 4 finalists are quite the motley crew. Are you ready? Alrighty, if you have any technical problems, now is the time to speak up, or else it will take up your work time. You have a total of 90 minutes to come up with an idea and get it into a presentable state. Owen will make rounds with the camera to show everyone at home what you're making. Be ready to answer some questions. Seriously, they don't expect full-on production quality here, right? And before you ask, of course we mainly judge the idea, but executing it well will obviously give you more points. Any questions? No? Well, let's get this started then. Wait, so is there a topic? Or are we just supposed to design a random character? Oh, I'm sorry, didn't I mention? The topic is Combat Mailman. Huh. So like Berserker? No, didn't you hear what I said? Yeah, a combat mailman. So like a really manly fighter, right? Okay, scratch that. We are making it a mail clerk then. As in someone who works at the post office, for everyone who hasn't caught on. Gender doesn't matter. Oh, but don't forget the combat bit. I'm curious how you'll combine these topics. Feel free to do some world building to tie everything together. Aside from the main theme, you're free to do whatever you want. Alright, any more questions? Well, then get ready. Your 90 minutes starts now. Oh well. The topic itself already felt like a curveball, but only having 90 minutes was still the biggest obstacle. The time pressure quickly won over my general nervousness, so I started sketching. I knew formulating a complete idea and then trying to execute it in time wouldn't work. I'm not the fastest, but at least I know my limits. I decided to make something simple. Well, the design with interesting shapes and a twist on the concept. I also took some liberties with the topic and made it about email. So the mail clerk would be more like an AI, sorting incoming mails and sending others off. All while defending their users from viruses, spam and phishing mails. Even so, I didn't think about what I was doing as much as I probably should have. Once I found an idea that worked, I clung to it, but it didn't keep me from changing things over and over again. Of course, right, when I found a fatal flaw in my design and started erasing it, what didn't work, the camera team approached. I think I somehow salvaged the situation, but it was stressful. Eventually, time was up and we had to present our respective pieces. I was so nervous I couldn't even focus while the others were presenting, or think of what I'd say once it was my turn. The jury, I guess, not really, but the jury standing before us was all that occupied my mind. They didn't introduce themselves, but it was likely that they were all lead artists, art directors, and who knows what else. After the first two presentations were over, post turned to me and I realized it was time. Alright then, Teal. The viewers at home already got a glimpse of your piece, but please show us your final product. And tell us all the juicy little details that make it special. Yes, sir. Here is my combat mail clerk, but that's not bad at all. Or AI rather. Damn, what was even my thought process while making this? It's all a blur now. Maybe I should start by explaining why I chose an AI. Oh, let's go with this. Most communication is digital these days. So I just thought that it made sense to focus on email, and since that makes the mail clerk digital, I decided to make them an AI. As you can see, they have some additional arms in the back. Those are actually interchangeable. So depending on the AI's current tasks, they could equip knives for combat or some extra hands to sort the mail more quickly. Interesting. Since you made a virtual character, is there a reason they look rather male? Or would there be other gender expressions too? Well, let's go with this. Actually, I decided that it didn't make sense to arbitrarily give the AI a gender. So you were going for an androgynous look? Yes. Now that you say so, I kind of see it. Thanks for the clarification. Could you also tell us more about the clothing and those inline skates? Of course. The colors of the clothing are the logo, and the logo are mainly inspired by the uniforms of local post offices, which might not read that well internationally, but I figured yellow also communicates that they are worker and draws attention to the torso. Other than that, I wanted to keep things functional and techy without going overboard on details, so it's mostly black and grey. With some blue here and there, since that's already the color of their hair and the markings on their face. As for the inline skates, no, I guess. I don't know if it really matters. I wanted the AI to be fast since email is practically instant, and this seemed like the best way to achieve that while keeping them humanoid. They also help them during combat, though to be fair, it's all metaphorical at that point, so is the whole concept. Though to be fair, it's all metaphorical at that point, but so is the whole concept of their world. What, you're telling me my emails aren't delivered by AIs on roller skates? I mean, just kidding, your reasoning is fine. It's an interesting approach to communicate their speed. One last question, in your particular setting, why is there a need for your email clerk to be armed? Well, I figured since AI is already personified, viruses and spam might be too, and if the AI has agency and works for their respective users, they'd probably want to protect them from those threats. So their responsibilities would be to receive, sort and send off emails as well as fighting off threats. Nice and simple, I like it. Do you have anything else to add? I don't think so. Well then, on to the next presentation. Phoenix, please tell us all there is to know about your design. Sure. I decided to take a more historical approach and go inspired by uniforms of the early 20th century. Mainly postal workers, but there are also military influences to stay in line with the combat theme. I have noted most of the important points on the concept, but in short, I wanted it to be functional and classy. Her appearance is supposed to convey the feeling of a service worker with combat experience, friendly but stern when necessary. Most of all, I wanted her to be reliable and reassuring. Have you thought about why she is carrying a gun? Yes, it is not directly referencing any real-world conflicts, but I decided on a war setting. Male clerks like her often handle important or confidential messages. She is armed to protect herself and the mail. As for her character, I thought that it might be interesting to make her a spy, but that was about all the world building I could do in those 90 minutes. Sure, that's fine. But did I hear that right? You decided to make her a unique character, not just a stand-in for how male clerks look in that setting. Both, kind of. She, of course, showcases the male clerk uniform, but I also wanted her to look interesting enough to be an actual character. Alright, thanks for the clarification. If you don't have anything else to add, the other judges and I will start our discussion now. Stay right where you are, folks. We'll be right back. The judges began to confer. I had no idea how well I did or how I stood compared to the other participants. Phoenix's design looked more polished than mine, but I was too nervous to really compare them beyond that. It wasn't my opinion that counted anyway. Before too long, the host returned to announce their decision. Well, that's tough. All four of you have done a good job, but we have to make a decision nonetheless. First off, Phoenix. As always, impressive work. Getting lost in details is pretty dangerous when working with tight time constraints, but you barely managed to dodge that. The design itself is fairly basic, but it's well executed, fits all the requirements and has enough interesting bits to still look unique. It's not quite anonymous, but this time you're in the final round of this finale. Oh, there is even more rounds. Now, as for the last slot for the final showdown. This is a tough one. All of you have certain qualities, but well, like talking meta here, like the game hasn't shown like the other characters at all, so I would assume that it is kind of unlikely that they will qualify. We are not looking for a showdown of technical skill alone. Phoenix already covers that front, so we are looking for something else for the final finalist. Teal, did you struggle with the time limit? Well, let's answer yes. Yes, to be honest, I did. But that's not a problem. It actually made your piece more interesting. Visually, it's pretty rough and simplistic, but you have focused on the core, the design itself. I'm glad you decided to take some time to think about the world first before starting the design process. Of course, it looks like there are a few ambiguities here and there due to rough art, but at this stage, this is more of a starting point than a finished concept. It will be a tough battle, but you managed to get the majority of votes, barely. Holy shit, I made it! Sorry to everyone who lost this run, but this is our selection. Don't fret though, you still did a great job getting so far. It might not be the job or prize you wanted, but we also have some unique Naughty Cat t-shirts and other goodies for you. Don't forget to pick them up on the way out. Next up is the last part of today's finale. Face off the contestants to determine who will start as a junior artist at Naughty Cat next month. Well, and there's also those 1,000 euros to be won. This is it. I already almost expected that I'd have to compete directly with Phoenix if I wanted to win. There's one final test left. They said it's a face-off, but it will have to be related to the job, right? I can't win with technical skill alone. They basically said so themselves. Then I'll have to find some other quality that makes me desirable for them. Alright Teal, Phoenix, are you ready? Now I am. You can think of this final test as a sort of job interview. Both of you have something that qualifies you to work here, but we want to see who would be the better addition to the team. Don't worry too much about what we might want to hear, just be honest. A little disclaimer though, for everyone watching at home, our decisions here only represent our studio policies. Other companies might look for other qualities, and just because something worked here doesn't mean it will work for other studios. Do your research before you apply. Now let's start with the first question. There was probably a reason why you decided to take part in this competition, right? So why exactly do you want to work at Naughty Cat? Phoenix? Well, I was introduced to the video games fairly late, and I can't say that they are much more than an occasional pastime to me. But I think the challenge of creating art that is aesthetic and still serves a purpose is a lot more present in games than in a lot of other media. It intrigued me, and Naughty Cat seems like one of the best studios to work at. Alright, and you Teal? Well, this is but like, well, that is honest, but it's kind of like iffy if it helps here. Well, I have been playing your games for years. They are among my absolute favorites, and if there's a game studio I'd want to work at, it's Naughty Cat. Just the thought of contributing to some of my favorite franchises makes me excited. That's some nice enthusiasm, but is this the only reason you applied here? Well, basically. Alright, thanks for your answer. This definitely gives us a better idea of your motivation. Then let's continue with the classic. Teal, what do you think is your biggest weakness? Where do I even start? Well, like, I wouldn't say like being an introvert is exactly a weakness. Lack of motivation, like saying it here. Oh, it is honest, but it is also tricky. Yeah. Like this is kind of like, alright, my skill level is the problem, but that kind of means that you're aware of it, and then you're like prone to probably improve it. I'd say my biggest weakness is my current skill level. Out of all the contestants here, my work had the most rough edges. I mean, you said yourself that you mainly let me proceed because of my idea. That's more or less how I see myself. My main selling point is that I know that I can still improve a lot. Well, and that I can work well within my limitations. Alright, Phoenix. I don't want to sound conceited, but I think for me, it is almost the opposite. I really enjoy painting. To relax, I usually paint just for the sake of painting. And as you mentioned earlier, I often get lost in the details. That's not really what's important for concept art though. So if you just go by that, illustration might actually be what I enjoy most. I have been wondering whether I want to be an artist or an artisan. As enjoyable as it is to create art just for the process of creating it, I want to create something with more use and meaning to it, which can be a challenge for me, but I think overcoming weaknesses is the only way to grow. Well, knowing where you can improve is important, but don't forget to tell us your strong points too. So tell us, why should we choose you over the other? Alright, let's see. Wait for Phoenix to answer first. Because of my understanding of your projects, because technical skill isn't all, why compare? Talk it out with Phoenix. How does this even work? Like this would be like good, I guess. Although waiting probably has merit because then you can like come with a comeback, but I wonder like how this works. Let's see. Can we maybe talk about this? I realize that this is mainly about us selling our strong points, but I don't think it's that simple. Phoenix and I are inherently different in what we can and cannot do, so I can't just say, here's what makes me better. And I'd like to believe that it's the same the other way around. Well, now that's interesting. Go ahead and talk it out. So the most obvious answer would be that Phoenix wins in technical skill, while I maybe think of slightly more interesting designs, right? Yeah, I think that's more or less what I would have said. But isn't this basically unimportant when you want to figure out who would be a better fit for the team? Or rather, how should we know what exactly you need? Alright, I didn't think of that. I mean, ultimately, we can't really answer the question because we don't even know the team. So is this a trick question? Probably. But our answers also say a lot about our personalities, right? I'd admit that this was a bit of a curveball to see what you do, but we definitely didn't expect this. So how are we supposed to answer then? Well, we can still talk about our strong points, right? I just don't think saying what makes us better than the other really works. But I also feel iffy about saying what's good about me because for better or worse, I think everyone still has subjective views on themselves. So go ahead. In a way, our question was already answered, but feel free to continue. Well, let's see. Why don't we just talk about the other one's strong points? We'd probably miss some things, but isn't it more objective this way? Or at least it's subjective in a different way. That's fine by me. So should I start? I'm sure. Let's see. I really like the simplicity of your art. It never feels like something is missing. You just reduce everything to the bare minimum that is necessary for it to work. I don't think I could do that even if I tried. Alright, and your personality? I haven't known you for long, but I think you have a good sense of responsibility. At least when other people are involved, you don't just stop doing what needs to be done. Thanks. Personally, I think one of your biggest strong points is how diligent you are. You do your work well and don't waste any time. I also feel like you have pretty high standards for yourself and what you are working on. And at least to me, it seems like you don't really struggle to reach them. Now isn't that sweet? You two are definitely full of surprises. Well then, we need some time to come to conclusion, but I think this was a productive interview. We'll tell you when we have made a decision. Yeah, no idea what is going to happen now. We were supposed to wait outside while the judges talked about what they just heard. It was kind of nerve-wracking. I think almost 20 minutes passed before we were called back into the room. To be honest, I didn't think the decision would take so long. But then again, this is a fairly important decision for them, and ultimately also for us. Sorry for the wait. Not like the boring. Well, I'm not sure like if boring is the right word, but like the kind conclusion would be that both would be hired, but I adapted. But we have finally come to a conclusion. Of course, we were looking for a talented artist. Otherwise, the initial selection, the theoretical test, and the practical task wouldn't have been there. But this isn't all we were looking for. Till we were positively surprised by your initiative during the interview. It was important to us to see how you deal with stress and how you function with other people. Rivalry is good and all, but it can also get in the way of teamwork. You didn't want to compare your strong points to Phoenix's on the basis that you are too different to be directly compared. Maybe you are a little too keen on avoiding conflict, but that's okay. Thinking about other people on your team is definitely a plus. And you also thought about the purpose of the question instead of just answering it right away. We like it when people show some agency at work. That's what ultimately convinced us. The decision we have come to is that you will be our new junior artist, Teal. Oh my god, did I hear this right? There are still some formalities that we will have to take care of before you can officially start, but what do you say? Do you want to be part of our team? Yes, of course. Alright, then we are happy to welcome you in the Nordic Cat family. Phoenix, you're still a great artist, so don't let this drag you down too much, okay? I'm sure there are other studios who would be more than happy to have you. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining us today. Junior artist. I couldn't believe it. Somehow I managed to win this competition. Again, I thought that I was throwing it when Joyce left. Throwing it. Somehow I managed to get a job and the game studio I managed to get a job at the game studio I have almost always admired. Somehow I managed to get out of this financial nightmare that this whole month was being so far. Phoenix told me to meet up with her in front of the building, but I don't see her anywhere. She didn't leave without me, right? Some people from the art team wanted to talk to me, but I don't think it took all that long. Sorry to keep you waiting, Teal. I couldn't help but look at some of the artwork in the hallways on my way out. Congrats on winning. It was a tough battle, but you deserve the position. Thanks. By the way, how is Joyce? I was pretty surprised when she suddenly called me yesterday. Wait, what? Why did she call you? Oh, you didn't know? Joyce said something about trying to expand her social circle. Oh, I see. Wonder why she didn't say anything to me. Well, you better ask her yourself. Right? So how about it? Wanna grab some lunch? Our train doesn't leave for another hour. Yeah, well, probably no reason to decline, but so well, let's do it, I guess. It would be kind of hard to decline in this situation, like, well, visual novel mechanics aside, but in real world, just sounds good to me. I think some proper food is exactly what I need after all this excitement today. Great. I saw a nice looking restaurant on the way between here and the train station. We somehow managed to get a good table without a reservation. At first, I wanted to look for a different restaurant because it looked pretty expensive, but Phoenix convinced me to go inside anyway. It kind of felt like a celebration. It was a bit awkward, given that Phoenix didn't win, but I suppose there weren't any hard feelings between us. Yeah, like I guess that's like a good way, like also like a nicer way to end it, like not make yourself compare each other. The food was really good. I almost fainted when I saw the prices, but Phoenix told me she'd pay to celebrate the occasion, as she put it. I declined. But you have the money now. I just won 1,000 euros and got a new job, so there was no way I'd let Phoenix pay. We had a great time and we talked a lot more than we usually did. Didn't expect it when we first met, but Phoenix is pretty fun to hang around. Eventually we lost track of time. Thankfully Phoenix noticed how late it had gotten before it was too late. We hurriedly paid the bill, ran to the station and barely managed to catch our train. I definitely remember this day. And even if this will be the last week, we are let me drink. Yes, And even if this will be the last week where we are both at the bookstore, I don't think Phoenix and I will stop spending time together. Welcome back, Theo. I anxiously watched every second of the live stream. Congratulations on winning. I'm so happy for you. Thanks. I still can't believe I actually won. You must feel great though. The financial burden is lifted off your shoulders and you'll start your dream job next month. Yeah, I'm a little sad that I'll leave Miss Cuthoover and Snowbot. I'm sure they'll manage. And it's not like this is a goodbye for good. Yeah. Have you celebrated? We should celebrate. I went to a nice restaurant with Phoenix, but other than that, no, not exactly. So, how about we order some pizza later tonight and just relax without any worries for once? Definitely. That sounds really good actually. Great. You don't even have to worry about money this time. Yeah, that feels amazing. Joyce and I spent a lazy evening at home. Eventually, we ordered pizza and talked about all kinds of things. I was happy to have her there. A month ago, I was lonely and depressed. Suddenly, I felt like my life had made a complete 180. I don't even remember the last time I went to bed feeling so happy. For the first time in ages, I was genuinely looking forward to the future. There will be tough times again, sure. The thing that has changed though is that I'm also sure I'll be able to overcome them. Okay, well this isn't even a 3-hour stream, like more like 4 or 5, but doesn't matter. Like this is the finale anyway, no matter how long it takes. That's how my streams are, I guess. Good morning, Teal. Isn't today a great day? I guess. Is today special? I mean, I just woke up, so I see nothing great happened yet. Well, a lot happened. You got to the competition finale. You even won. You managed to solve your financial troubles. This month has been full of ups and downs. Well, you brought me back, and having thought about it for a few days now, I'm really thankful for that. So I can't say that it was for purely selfless reasons though. But why so sentimental? It's nothing. Just thought I'd put that out there. For no reason. Come on, Joyce. We both know that you don't do anything pointless. Well, even I can try something new every now and then, can't I? Yes, sure. Sure, question mark. I just thought it was a bit sudden. So how do you plan to spend your weekend? Dinner, just relaxing at home? Oh nice. It's been a bit lonely while you were busy with the competition. Sorry. Don't be. It's not like I couldn't pass the time. I'm still not quite used to being here all the time, so a quiet weekend at home sounds great. So, we haven't really talked about it before, but do you want to be in a relationship eventually? What? Where is that coming from? I was just wondering. There was nothing about that in your report, and topic never came up, but don't you feel lonely? I guess. It never bothered me too much before though. I don't want to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. So you're waiting for the right person. Well, it's not like I expect her to just magically show up. But why are you suddenly so interested in this? They just don't feel love, do they? Well, what is love? Yeah, that is a good question. Isn't it just that someone is really important to you? From my understanding, there are a lot of different forms of love. None of my feelings are technically the same as yours, but I think I'm capable to feel at least some kind of love. Actually, I know for sure that I can. Although, I still don't quite know if I'm maybe reading too much into it. Oh no, it wasn't always like this, so it must be real, right? What are you talking about, Joyce? It's complicated. For the last few days, I have been thinking a lot about my feelings. And you... You're the only person I ever spent time with, so I first dismissed it as normal, but so much has happened. I'm grateful that you brought me back, even though it changed my situation a lot. I had trouble letting go of my purpose, but I tried to follow my own advice and lean on other people. ... You didn't really talk to me about things like that though. Yes. As I said, my troubles were partly about you, so I wanted an opinion from someone uninvolved. Sorry. So, wait, so who are you talking about then? Your friends? I got in contact with Zen and Phoenix and talked to them a bit over the last few days. Right, Phoenix mentioned something like that. Although I have to say that it felt pretty awkward at first, asking them about emotional issues and all. But I think it helped. At the very least, I feel like I'm slowly losing my tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. I believe I told you when we first met, I was designed to only focus on one person to make helping them more efficient. But it distorts your sense of reality. If you can't take a step back to look at the big picture, your judgment gets clouded. I think that's exactly what happened to me. Well, I guess isolation can do that to you. Exactly. I didn't realize it until I reached out to your friends, but in a way, I was maybe even lonelier than you. I suddenly felt so conceited for thinking I could help you when I couldn't even recognize my own limitations. Jen told me that it doesn't matter if my feelings are as real as yours, as long as they feel real to me. I'm not sure if I completely agree, but I do get his point. In any case, even if I wanted to, I can't let go of my purpose completely. It's still there in the back of my head, and I can't say for sure that it isn't influencing my feelings, but you are important to me, TL. Ooh. I know it would be different kind of commitment for you, but I would love nothing more than to stay with you for as long as I can. And while it's unclear to me if this is really a romantic love, If I follow Jen's advice, it doesn't matter, does it? What do you say? You don't have to answer me right away if you don't want to. I just thought that I should be honest about my feelings. Now, thanks for telling me. I want to answer you. I was just surprised. To be honest, I think well, like, I guess I can be like lazy and save the game here so I can then play the other route off stream, I guess. I feel the same way. Really? Yeah, I mean this is a bit unusual, but you are important to me too. And I can't say that I haven't considered it before. I just thought you wouldn't have any interest in that sort of thing. My life has changed so much this month. I have changed so much this month, and that's largely thanks to you. So I definitely want to stay with you too. Oh gosh, thank you, Teal. I'm really glad you feel that way. So have you thought about how this will work in the long run? If you mean if our situation will change? Yeah. Well, I'll keep supporting you, of course, and I'll try to lean on you from time to time as well. You know, I have been thinking, wouldn't you like to get out of here from time to time? Jen already gave us this mini computer. Maybe he can add a little display so you're portable. Then I could show you the bookstore sometime. Well, while I'm still working there. That would be wonderful, Tia. Yeah, I hope the agents won't take you away though. Maybe we could even travel somewhere. I feel kind of bad that you have been stuck in here all month. And now you couldn't leave even if you wanted to. Thank you, Teal. I'd love to see some places with you. Alright, I'll give Jen a call on Monday. Well, now you have the money too, so that's nice. When Joyce appeared, I didn't know what to think. An AI that was suddenly stuck in your computer, whether you wanted it or not. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it definitely wasn't that she would eventually confess her feelings to me. That after less than 3 weeks, we'd start dating, if you can even call it that. The more I thought about it, the stranger the relationship seemed. In a way, it's like a long-distance relationship where you're both at the same place. Joyce isn't here physically, and no matter what we do, our relationship will stay purely emotional. I don't think either of us has a clear idea of what to do, but I want to try, and I'm sure we'll make it work somehow. Joyce helped me so much, and I want to start giving back. Life always finds a way to surprise me. A month ago, this just scared me, but now, thinking about it, I can't help but smile. Oh, that's a time skip. Well, that's handy. Alright, here we go. My last work day of the month. And actually, my last day at the bookstore in general. I kinda miss coming here. Anyway, let's go inside. Teal, good morning. Good morning, Miss Cat Hoover. I'm a bit sad that today is your last day at work here, but I wish you all the best for the new job. Thanks, it's kind of a dream come true, to be honest. But I'll try to visit from time to time. All things considered, I had a great time here at the bookstore. I'm happy to hear that, Teal. I wanted to prepare a little farewell gift for you, but this all happened so suddenly. There was unfortunately no time for anything fancy. Oh, it's alright. I didn't expect anything, to be honest. Now, you know, I wouldn't just let you walk out of here with nothing after all the work you have done. Here, take a look when you find the time. Hope you like it. I guess I'll have to count on Phoenix now that my most trusty part-timer is leaving. I'm sure it will all work out. Yeah, I hope it will. Where is Phoenix, by the way? Phoenix is still sorting out the delivery from Tuesday, but it's just you two today, so I need you at the counter. Alright? Well then, I'll be in the office if you need anything. Now then, back to the usual grind, I guess. Hey Teal. Oh hi Snow. Hiding from Miss Cutover again. Sorta, not really. I think she saw me earlier. But I thought I'd stop by for a bit while you're still working here. Want me to help out? Wait, you want to help out? Not really, but I guess it isn't so bad once in a while. Excuse me. Sorry, how can I help you? I'm looking for books about writing, but I have no idea which ones are any good. So let me take a look. Is there anything specific you want to know about? Oh, it's not for me. My daughter has picked up writing recently, so I wanted to help her out a bit. So something with general tips, maybe. Alright, let's see what we have here. Well, not that it really matters. Not that it really matters, but I have this obsession for saving in this game. Well, maybe. No, like, well, like, not so, like, if he's just, like, starting, like this is a bit of a, like, hefty start. Maybe like this, I don't know. I don't know if it matters really, not that this is bad either. But the title seems a bit extreme, but I'd say it's pretty important to know how to write emotional stories. And it seems to go into detail on plot structures as well. Oh, that seems helpful. That one's no good. Huh? I read it. There's helpful advice in there, but it's buried in pages of long-winded explanation with little to no actual content. Is that so? Then what about the others? But I'm sure one of them is going to be fine, right? Now they are pretty much the same. To really get a good understanding of what they want to teach you, you'd have to read all of them, and even then, they only scratch the surface. Instead of reading a total of like 800 pages just to get the basics, I think it would be better to get something else altogether. Like what, for example? I found a pretty good one recently, but it's only available as an ebook right now. Oh, that's perfect. When she could always take it with her on her tablet. Do you also sell ebooks? No, unfortunately not. Too bad. Well, could you tell me the title of the book then? Sure, I'll write it down for you. ... Alright, thanks for your help. I'm sure my daughter is going to love this. I thought you wanted to help out. I did. We just had a happy customer leave the store. But he didn't buy anything from us. So I'm sure he'll come back when he needs another book. Giving good recommendations is also part of your job. And here I thought you know that by now. Not fair, this was your home turf. Anyway, nice going, Snow. I think this was the first time I saw you talk freely to a stranger. Well, it's easier to talk when it's about something I'm confident in. Hello, do you have books about art theory? Sure, last time I checked we had a few. Want to take over, Snow? Now who's being unfair? Relax, I was just joking. Miss Cutthoover would probably get mad if I made you do my work. Let's see. Do you have any specific topics in mind? Or do you want something that covers all the basics? I have been drawing just for fun for a while, but I watched a pretty interesting live stream. Now I want to get more serious about it. I don't really know much about colors or painting, but it's not like I'm completely new to art. Well, to be honest, I don't know well, as you probably saw, I don't know the color theory as such because I'm a computer scientist and not an artist, officially. So I kind of just wing the colors based on what looks good. Though, well, I kind of know what I like what colors don't work together, or how they are related, but I don't remember them off my head, and I don't know the terminology. I don't even remember what you guys said. This one is purely about colors and color contrasts. There are a lot of examples, even with some more well-known paintings, so you always have a visual aspect accompanying the theory. I mostly ended up using it as a reference book, though, so if you want something that feels more like an art course, it's maybe not ideal. No, that sounds fine. It's probably even better to have a book you can come back to even when you're more experienced. Thanks for your advice. Wait, that live stream I mentioned, weren't you in it? You're the winner of the Naughty Cat competition deal, right? Yeah. Today is my last day working here. Congrats. I really like the design you made. Thanks. But I don't want to keep you from working. I think now I'm more convinced than ever to get this book. Sure, that will be €90.99 then. Thanks for your patronage. Please come again. You're getting recognized now. Don't forget me when you're famous. This was actually the first time this happened, and honestly, I'm not sure what to feel. Well, you did look surprisingly cool in that live stream. You watched it? Sure, why wouldn't I when you're in it? But anyway, did you really read all these books? Or were you just picking the best of what is here again? I was pretty sure you had neither the money nor the time to read so much. Though, maybe the time. Just so you know, I was already serious about art long before we met. It just so happened that these were among the books I read back then. Jill, are you ready to take your break? Miss Hoover said she wanted us all to come together before our shift is over. Oh, sure. I think I'll join you later. Huh? I thought Miss Hoover already knows that you are here. Probably, but maybe she doesn't. You should really sort this out. I know. I'll start high school next term, so I'm planning to start over completely. Well, good luck. Though I only believe it when I see it. Fine, I deserve that. Anyway, see you later. Sure. And Jill, good luck with your new job. What's that? Are those tears I'm spotting? No, definitely not. I'll come visit, so don't worry. Can't leave my favorite bookworm hanging, can I? Good. If you don't have me spur you on, who knows how long you'll even keep that job? Sorry to butt in, but I think we should get going now. Alright. See you later, Snow. Jill, Phoenix. It's not even been a month since your little welcome party, but now there's already a farewell again. Though this time it's for Jill. You have really helped me out a lot over these last few years, so as I said this morning, I wish you all the best going forward. Do you like your present? Present? Oh, I completely forgot to open it. Well, no better time than now. Is this a bookmark? Yes, I had everyone write a little message on it for you. It's made from your first receipt as a part-timer here, but that's kind of weird. To remind you that mistakes usually aren't the end of the world. Thanks. I almost forgot about accidentally adding an additional 0 to the total back then. But seriously, thanks for making this. I really appreciate it. Of course, I'm glad you like it. There wasn't any cake this time, but it was nice of Miss Hoover to still go out of her way to say goodbye. On our way out, Phoenix and I talked a little more about our jobs, about our time at the bookstore. It was strange to know this was the last time we'd go home from work together, even if it had always only been a few minutes before we had to go in different directions anyway. But I'm still excited about what the future will hold. Although tomorrow first holds a phone call I have been postponing all month. So that's the last day? Probably. Today is the day. Today that rent is due. I did all I can, and somehow it worked out, so I'll be fine. I set up the bank transfer yesterday, so it should hopefully make it in time. Oh no, is that? Oh, shall I answer this call deal? As much as I'd like, much as I'd like that, I'll probably have to take it myself. Roger that. Hello. ... This is Teal. ... Has it really gotten to the point that I'm getting these creepy phone calls where you only hear a slow breathing? Can you hear me? This is Teal. It really is my landlord. Somehow it doesn't make it any less creepy. Yes, this is Teal. I see. I'm calling to ask if you are able to pay rent this month. As you know, we agreed to communicate more closely since the little fiasco in January. Yes, I'm sorry about that. So, will you pay rent this month? Yes, I transferred the money yesterday, so it should be there after the weekend. Good. Besides the little mishaps every now and then, you are one of my more agreeable tenants. Okay. It would be a shame to evict you. Yes, I'll make sure to keep paying rent on time from now on. Good. I will call again at the end of April. Okay, that's kind of creepy. There are few people who make me as uncomfortable as my landlord. At least everything went smoothly this time. I just hope next month will be a little more relaxed. I'm sure it will be fine. You'll be working at Naughty Cats, so you're sure to make enough money to pay rent. True. Besides, I'll do what I can to contribute a little. Financially, I mean. Huh? That's the first time I hear of this. Oh, that's not all. I'm currently cooking up some other projects that might become profitable sometime. Is that even legal? Yes, as soon as I have finished all the paperwork to be recognized as a fully fledged citizen of this country. I see you have been busy. Well, bureaucracy is child's play when you're literally built to process data. Can you do my taxes? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but I can help you if you want. Well, in any case, why don't we forget about all this serious business for now and do something fun? Yeah, that actually sounds great. It feels like it's been forever since I last played Titan Wars Online. I still can't believe that Jen is one of my in-game friends. Wait, really? Yeah, we found out before we broke into Beltec together. The world really is a tiny place, isn't it? In this case, yeah, like what are the odds? But let's get started. I want to play now. It was probably like this. But not that the password matters, I guess. For the record, the password is 12345. Welcome to Titan Wars Online, Heal. Oh my god, it's Heal. I missed you. Hi, dude. Sorry, this month has been kind of ridiculous. Right, hasn't it? But it's better now. Nice. Wait, what does X know? What does X know about it? We met? Like in real life? What? I feel left out. But what were you doing? Ooh. Oh, probably not though. That will make Joy's sad, so maybe not. Well, he fixed my computer. Oh, that's boring. I was hoping for something more exciting. It actually was exciting. You know how many breadcrumbs I found in there? I had never seen anything like it. That was probably pizza. Oh my god. How exactly do you eat pizza? What? I have had this laptop for years. I like my pizza crispy. LOL, you should take care of your computer. I can't talk to you if it doesn't work. Whoa. Yeah, listen to Suits. Can't believe I'm saying this. Alright. Can we please carry on? Sure. What are we gonna do today? Well, it's still early, so why don't we go for a raid? Just grinding titans gets kinda boring after a while. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, gonna ask around in the guild. We are gonna need some more help for a raid. Ooh. Can I ask you something, Suits? Sure, what up, man? You didn't always use these emotes, did you? You noticed. I found my inner kawaii. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Haha. Guess I'm getting excited. Raid. It didn't take long until some more guild members joined our group. In the end, we were almost 20 people. It's been a while since we tackled one of the bigger dungeons, and I had a lot of fun. At first I tried using one of my higher DPS sets, but midway through I had to switch positions because almost all our healers got wiped. We barely managed to recover. By the time we were done playing, it was already evening. Joyce and I spent a lazy evening at home, and somehow I suddenly felt positive about the future. Epilogue. Joyce. And that month was only the beginning. For the first few weeks, nothing much changed between Joyce and me, but eventually she found what she wanted to do with her life. Our relationship had gradually moved away from the relatively one-sided constellation we had after Joyce first appeared. And once she found a new purpose that excited her, it became practically indistinguishable from any other human relationship. Let me write that word down. Alright. Well, aside from the fact that Joyce still lives inside my computer, I got Jen to upgrade the mini computer he gave me with a screen, some speakers, and a webcam. For the first year or so, that was how Joyce and I traveled around together. It was still pretty heavy and bulky though. So on the second anniversary of our little break-in at Beltec, Jen surprised us with an app that made it possible to put Joyce on a tablet. After that, Joyce and I traveled farther and a lot more frequently. Rome, Madrid, Tokyo. I'd like to say it was mostly vacations, but at some point, Joyce's work became the main reason we traveled. Not long after I started working at Naughty Cat, Joyce began to make videos about all kinds of things: lifestyle, techno, fashion. She even started making advice videos once her fanbase grew. A lot of people were interested in her videos. Virtual Let's Players had only started to become popular, So when an actual AI appeared and talked about her life, it didn't take long until the views came in. Well, that's like I guess I'll be, well, I was late in the bandwagon anyway, but I guess I'll be like completely left in the dust now. Her personality also helped a lot. When Beltec began making the Choice program public, they tried to use Choice for publicity. But by that point, Choice was successful enough that she could just decline without a second thought. I was super scared that Beltec would come after us, since it was more than obvious that Choice was stolen from them, but maybe her fame made it hard for Beltec to act. Actually, I don't know whether they tried to take legal actions or not. Choice was pretty stubborn about handling all Beltec related matters herself. Maybe she just didn't want to worry me. But anyway, about a year after Choice's video started getting attention, a fashion label approached her about collaboration on a new collection. 1 year later, Joyce is still working with them. She became the first AI model ever, and it was kind of surreal to see her on a big screen at a fashion show. When Joyce isn't busy with her videos, modeling or fashion design work, all kinds of magazines and TV shows invite her to interviews. It made me really happy to see Joyce flourish like this. I'm still working at Naughty Cat. At first I was a junior concept artist on Titan Watch Online. I was super excited. After a few months of work, we shipped a new expansion, and seeing people online talk about how much they liked the new armor set I designed felt amazing. Last month I was promoted, sort of. I'm still far away from being a lead artist, but I'm part of the core team working on Naughty Cat's newest project. It's pretty much everything I ever wanted from a game. Can't say much more about it though. The team is great. Sometimes the workload is a bit too much, but at least our managers try to keep our schedules crunch-free. Thanks to that, I can travel with Joyce whenever someone invites her to an interview abroad, as long as I have vacation days left. Anyway, introducing my AI partner to my parents sure was an experience. Thankfully, Joyce is a smooth talker, so it was only a matter of minutes before they already liked her. I mostly forgot that I carried her with me on a computer. I'm grateful to have Joyce, and I'm even more grateful that she's my girlfriend. My life has changed so much since she appeared in it, and I really love her, even if there's always going to be a screen between us. Right now we are on a vacation. Joyce had another interview with her latest collection yesterday, and because it would be a waste not to make the most of it, we are staying for a few more days. I can never tell what will happen next with her career. Maybe she'll star in a movie someday, who knows? But no matter what happens, I want to stay by her side and experience it with her. Hey, I love you. Alright, that was really great. Like honestly, like the game has like 500 and something reviews on it, but honest, like it should be thousands. Like this is so good. And I guess I'm not reading this really, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, so great. like the part where like they saved Joyce and then they talked at home, like they were really touching. But I guess I can actually kind of, yeah, it is super impressive. Like honestly, like I say, like this game should be like near the top with Butterfly Soup. Like I would be fine with that, like this is so good. But yeah, talking about AI is like you know, like we have the technology to make like AI speak, and that is something. But actually, like a lot of people are like about ChatGPT or whatever will be like next big thing. Oh, there will be I guess a second half, maybe. Though if there will be, I'll be definitely eager to play that. But yeah, like we have the technology to make AI like talk about random things, but actually what it could be like part of like a more general purpose AI. But I don't think like the ChatGPT thing itself will like evolve to a real AI. Like it is only just like a database approach. Like it will be as smart as what it has like in terms of data, but it can't really like think, and it can't really like have like innovative thought processes beyond like what data exists, and like it lacks the like self-criticism aspect, I guess. Like it can produce like text, but it can't really like think like, does this text make sense and does it make sense in this context, and then like iterate based on that. Like sure, maybe it can like bubble like interesting thoughts, but there needs to be something like more fundamental on top of that to actually make an AI that thinks and not just like generate stuff. Like basically you can think of like the current AI we have, like it would be like the kind of like the mouth of the AI. Like ChatGPT would be good enough for like expressing a lot of stuff, but you need something behind it that decides like what to actually say, like some kind of a thinking process. So well, might be a little while until we have this kind of like super good AI, but maybe like the neural network thing like approach might actually be the right way to go, but they need to somehow model like way more than just language. That like language is just language. It doesn't really like entail like logic or like being like well more complex processes, like being able to learn like mathematics and like fiddle with formulas and that kind of things. But well, maybe one day like actually like AI will be the good kind of AI. Yeah, this game was so good. So thank you for watching and well, I don't think I doubt the developer will be ever watching this, but if so, like, thank you so much for the game. Like, it's so amazing. They're like one of the top games I have played. Like, the graphics are good, the music is good, and there is like there is like the game mechanics are good, and the story is good, and everything, characters are good. Like, it's different kind of game than Butterfly Soup, like, which is like, but that is also like one of my top games, but it is more of a funny one, and this is like really nice balance between like slice of life and like serious topics and romance. Well, not that much romance, but still enough, and like really unique kind of romance, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you again. I'll probably do like a development stream, maybe Friday or Saturday, not sure beyond that. Yeah, thank you for watching and the comments, and see you, bye bye.